Hey Armin, we thought you might be here, the boy with brown hair said. Ah, must be his friends, you thought, noticing how Armin's lips grew into a smile upon seeing the two. He made his way over to them. Hey, Armin greeted. It was then the other boy noticed you. He curiously looked your way. Hey, Armin greeted. It was then the other boy noticed you. He curiously looked your way. Who are you? He asked. Armin quickly looked back. Oh, she's... He began to explain. What are you two doing alone in an alley? And why is your face red, Armin? The boy's eyes widened as he seemed to get a feeling of what was going on. Wait, hold on, I get it, he exclaimed. Armin, you didn't tell us you had a girlfriend, the boy smirked. Armin blushed madly and shook his head. She's not my girlfriend, we just met. Oh, so she's a friend. Okay, what's your name? Her name is YN. Hey, I was talking to her. Well, you can't, because she's... Ugh, whatever. My name's Aaron, and this is Mikasa. We're friends with Armin. Aaron and Mikasa. Those are nice names, you wanted to say, but instead, you stayed quiet and stared at the two of them intently. You slowly approached the two of them. He noticed your movements and started to grow uncomfortable. Why was this weird, quiet girl approaching him slowly with an intense, bug-eyed expression on her face? You stared into his eyes. They were a pretty color. Armin grew uncomfortable with your silence. You looked over at Mikasa and walked towards her. I looked at her outfit and touched her scarf. She flinched when you did, but allowed you to do so. The scarf was special. You could tell how a bit worn out it was. She blushed a bit, but hid it in her scarf. Well, that's one way to greet someone. Have you ever met anyone before? Aaron asked you. You shook your head embarrassingly. Why did he have to word it like that? How come you're not saying anything? You flinched at the question. Armin noticed your slight panic. That's what I've been trying to say. She's mute. She's not trying to be rude or anything. Aaron and Mikasa's face immediately saddened. Oh, I'm sorry. We had no idea. Clearly. You probably don't have any friends because of it, huh? Okay, ouch. That was uncalled for. We can be your friends, Armin quickly said. Your eyes widened a bit. Really? Yeah, we'll take care of you. Aaron puts an arm around your shoulder. You never experienced this kind of reaction. Aaron stared at you for a moment, examining your features. I've noticed you wearing an eye patch. Is there something wrong with your eye? He really likes to ask a lot of personal questions, does he? Mikasa nudged Aaron's arm harshly. That's rude, Aaron. Hey, I was just asking. You shrugged it off, clearly wanting to avoid this topic. Your eye must be injured then. Sorry to hear that. But you're not sure if that's true. Hey, do you want to go by the docks? We usually hang out there. You nodded and Aaron took your hand to guide you there. You watched as your fingers were intertwined with each other and how warm his hand felt on yours. It felt nice. You spent the rest of the day with them. Armin talked to you a lot about books and Aaron tried his best to make you smile, but you ended up making faint laughs instead. Hey, you've laughed. I thought you couldn't make noises, Aaron pointed out. Just because she chooses not to talk doesn't mean she can't make noises. And Aaron, maybe you shouldn't bother her too much about that sort of topic. She might be sensitive about it. Armin lowered his voice to Aaron to talk to him privately. You felt your body warm. Armin understood completely. Mikasa barely talked, but she was kind to you and seemed a bit flustered as well. The sun began to set, and you realized how late it was. You suddenly stood up, which grabbed their attention. What's wrong? Do you need to go? Armin asked as he grasped your arm. You nodded frantically. Oh, it's getting late. For you? You nodded. Of course your grandparents gave you a curfew. You didn't blame them. They did literally find you battered and bruised in front of their house. Who wouldn't be worried for your safety? But at the same time, you wished you didn't worry them so much. Will you be here tomorrow? Aaron asked, hoping that you would. You hummed and nodded. Okay, it was nice meeting you, YN. Thank you for saving me, Armin said, bashfully avoiding eye contact with you. Wait, saving? Those bullies were picking on you again? Aaron exclaimed. Your eyebrows raised. They know about the boys from before? Then they must have been bullying Armin for a long time. Yeah, they were, but Wyatt came and saved me. It's kind of a long story. I can explain. Armin was interrupted as Aaron threw his arm around your shoulder. You quietly squeaked in surprise. No way you chased them off by yourself. You must be crazy strong. Aaron, she really needs to be heading. Let's walk her home. What? It would be safe. We don't know if those bullies might run into her. Mikasa agreed with Aaron. Do you mind, YN? Armin wanted to make sure you were okay with it. He shook your head. They were going to walk you home, which means you can spend time with them a little longer. As the four of you walked back to your house, you couldn't help but feel giddy inside. My first friends, you thought.